Okay, everybody, it's time. Spider-Man Brand New Day has finally released everywhere, and with that, it is time for my spoiler review. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. How would I rank this film among the other Spider-Man films? Well, I think the two Spider-Verse films are different level. They are next level, so I'd probably put Into the Spider-Verse at 1, Across the Spider-Verse at 2, I'd put Homecoming at 3. I am extremely high on Homecoming. I'd put Spider-Man 2 at 4, and then I'd put Spider-Man Brand New Day at 5. Brand New Day could overtake Spider-Man 2, but I need to rewatch Spider-Man 2 before I say this, because Brand New Day could be recency bias for that. But guys, this movie is superb. It's excellent. It saved the summer movies for me. It was one of my most anticipated films this year, and it delivered after disappointment. Destin Daniel Cretton was the right guy for the job. The suit, when it's practical, it looks so beautiful, so amazing. Who would have thought that a simple design would speak for itself? Not Marvel Studios, obviously, but I'm so glad they're now doing it. Peter making his own tech. He's no longer under Iron Man. He's no longer got that on him. No one can call him Iron Boy Jr. anymore. And yeah, he makes tech, but guess what? It's his own, and that shows how smart Peter Parker is. He is supposed to be one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe, and this film shows off why. He has a whole conversation with Bruce Banner about DNA that I really had to actively listen to, because I'm like, dude, they're using massive words here. They're sounding smart. Peter Parker sounds smart in this movie. Oh my goodness me. Ned, MJ, I absolutely love that we don't just undo the spell. This isn't how this works. When Peter says to make people forget, they have forgotten. It's not just, oh, I whip my mask off and they remember. No. MJ says, I've got no memories of you, and because we don't have that relationship or those memories, how can I love you? You seem like a lovely guy, but you're saying to me that I love you, but I don't know who you are. That is such a human and logical way to go about this. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to watch Peter just sit there or stand there and just take all of this. And it's heartbreaking for MJ because she wants to kind of know this guy. And she feel like she kind of does know him, but she's got nothing. She's got no memories. It's destroying. It's soul destroying. And that's what I like. I love Peter Parker being alone. I love him being sad. I love his movies being soul destroying. And it shows that with Ned, listen, I think a lot of the stuff in this film is left ambiguous, but it shows that maybe with Ned, muscle memory is stronger than memory. Because when they do the handshake, such a good scene, such a good way to end it. I've interpreted that as Ned, yeah, he's remembered who Peter is. So we'll see if that comes to pass. We'll see if that's true. But even if it isn't, that scene alone, oh, I mean, what a scene. There's so many WTF moments in this film, like the Hulk coming back. I was intrigued to see how they handled that, and I was intrigued to see if they turn him back to Professor Hulk at the end of the film. But no, I also thought, like, oh, is Savage Hulk going to be Sadie Sink controlling Bruce? No, Hulk himself literally says, no Banner, no girl, only Hulk. Savage Hulk is back in the MCU, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, Savage Hulk is back in the MCU. And while this is a gripe with the trailers revealed the whole fight. What you see between Hulk and Spidey in the film has literally been revealed in the trailers. That is the full fight. So I'm quite angry that they didn't do a bigger fight with Hulk and Spider-Man, but I understand it's a Spider-Man film, and I was only angry that they didn't do that because the fight scene that they did give us, even if you watch it in the trailers, it's still so hype to see it on the screen. It's unbelievable what they're doing. Spider-Man is so quick, he's so agile, the Hulk can't keep up with him, so he just grabs him and he smashes him. It's what I've been waiting for since I became a Marvel fan. I've always wanted to see Spider-Man versus the Hulk, and that's what we got in this movie, and it is brilliant. We kind of get a comic moment, a kind of like Hulk remembers Spider-Man, Hulk remembers Peter. It's kind of like that at the end. But guys, Savage Hulk is back, and I can't wait to see where this goes. I can't wait to see Hulk in Secret Wars. Maybe they confirm him for Doomsday now. I don't know. I don't think he's in Doomsday. I think a multiversal variant might be, maybe Maestro. but Savage Hulk is back. I can't believe I keep saying that. Jean Grey, Sadie Sink, what an actress. Now, this may be stunt casting because she's really big at the minute and people love her. But she's like the best actress to come from Stranger Things. She is fabulous. And so, yeah, everyone knew it was Jean Grey. Spider-Man films have a shocking track record of trying to hide secrets. No Way Home, everyone knew Toby and Andrew were in that film. Everyone knows that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. And it's exciting to see the X-Men come into this universe. She's on the main roster, isn't she? She is going to be in that X-Men film that Jake Schreider directs. But while I love that her character set the purpose for this to be like a mystery film, like this is Spider-Man trying to work out a mystery, very Batman-like, but in a very Spider-Man way. Very similar. This film is very similar to the Insomniac games, even with the fight scenes. The first thing my brother said, he turned to me in the opening, where he's like webbing the guys on the building, and my brother said to me, "Damn, this is just like the PS4 games." And I couldn't agree more, in the best possible way. So that's why it's great to see Spider-Man try and work out these secrets. But something I will say, this is still a Spider-Man movie, and I love that we're getting backstory for Jean Grey, and it's like a real human way into her character and stuff like that. But it kind of takes away from Spider-Man, and it's kind of stuff that I think maybe could have been delved into more in the X-Men film. It's towards the third act where I was kind of like, okay, this is becoming a bit of a Jean Grey film, and I don't really want that. I want Spider-Man to come back, but I get we need it to emotionally connect with her, but you could have just easily done the thing with Aunt May, and then she softens with Peter. I would have saved the sister stuff for the film, because I think that just eats into Spidey goodness. Talking about Spidey goodness, they got Jackie Chan's fight team in to choreograph this. Holy hell, like I said when he's fighting the Hulk, he is so quick. When he's fighting the Hand, whenever he's fighting, I could not believe what I was seeing. There's a scene where he fights the Scorpion, it's in the trailer, and he does like a double twist. He defies gravity and he like bangs back into Scorpion. Most of the film, in fact all of the film, because we've been so starved for like proper Spider-Man, minus Homecoming, I don't really like Far From Home, and if you take away the nostalgia from No Way Home, and especially if you zoom into the first 30 minutes, No Way Home is not a good film. And because we were so starved for proper Spider-Man content since 2019, I could not believe what I was seeing. My mouth was just agape for the whole movie. I mean, and then he has the fun... It's not really a friendship, but it's more of a working relationship with the cop, and she's like the only person he interacts with. I love their dynamic. She's a family woman, so she could probably tell that Spidey's like quite on the young side, so she's looking out for him as well, saying to him, you need personal time, you need to stop being Spider and more be man. And so I love that. Frank Castle, he's the best. Frank Castle, I don't really American. Frank Castle, he's the best he's ever been. This is probably my favourite thing Punisher's ever been in, because they find the dynamic of like Spider-Man's the little bro and Punisher's like the big brother. And there's like real joy and substance in those scenes for me, where Punisher's like, kid, you're saying that you're like me. You're nowhere near what I'm like. And I don't want you to ever become like me. You gotta live. You gotta get out of this mess you're in. And that was great. And that arc came full circle. By the end of the film, Spider-Man has a great, straightforward character arc in this film. That is really the focus, the main crux of the film, his character arc. Learning to separate the spider from man. The organic webbing, listen... I like web shooters. I prefer web shooters. It shows Peter to be more creative with his web grenades and stuff, which we did see, which was even more like Insomniac, which was great. But because they've explained it like this, and they've made it, no, this is how we're going to introduce organic webs, this is how we're going to transfer it, I actually really like it. And I like that he's now in control of his arachnid powers, and he's got a bit of a boost on them. It really makes him a better Spider-Man, and hopefully he'll use those webs against Doctor Doom at some point in the future. The colour grading of this film is great. New York is actually a character for once. In No Way Home and stuff, it was just like a CGI. It's still CGI, but what I'm saying is there's more detail in it, and he's now swinging around like Andrew Garfield. This film is like a way better Amazing Spider-Man 2. It takes a lot of things from it, but it also makes it even better. So that's why I love this film so much. What I didn't love is Scorpion. I would have left Scorpion out of this film. They really don't use him. He's in it for like 2 minutes and it's not even proper Scorpion. And in the marketing, they really make it, or they made it that he was a really big villain, and they completely wasted him. I know they didn't kill him, but it kind of lessens the hype of seeing him again. If you are going to do that, I would have just made him like a bigger villain for Spider-Man 5. With the Jean Grey thing, I would have liked to have seen a more traditional Spidey villain. Like, Jean Grey is an X-Men hero. Like, it's just, if you think about Tom Holland's films, he's four. Vulture is the main one, Mysterio is the main one, then Green Goblin from the Tobey Maguire universe, then Jean Grey, but also William Stryker, who was a really good foil, and he was great. I love him in Severance as well for Apple TV. Tremel Tillman, he's a great actor, so he was great in this as well. Like, even Tombstone, that opening is edited really poorly. That's the only bad editing of this film. It's edited really poorly, and it's just bang, bang, bang. Oh, look, there's Tombstone. Oh, look, there's Scorpion. And they don't really come back into the film. But those are like minor nitpicks with the Hulk and Scorpion and the editing and Jean Grey. Jean Grey is still great, and as I keep saying, it serves for Jean Grey to be the villain because she gets this mystery in the film, and it makes the film really mysterious, and it makes Spider-Man have to think, so that's great. Tom Holland got jacked for this film. I could not believe it. When Yelena's in the film and she says to him to take off his clothes, and that gave me Far From Home PTSD, and get in the pool, that was great. You know, I love Yelena showing up. It's just that connectivity that we've been missing for the past 7 years. So yeah, Yelena was great. She was funny. I love that her and Spider-Man have a friendship going, and I really hope that they interact more in the MCU. They were fantastic together. Yelena was great. Everyone in this film, every character that popped up that was part of the larger MCU served Spider-Man, and they served his story forward, which you could argue that Iron Man has done in Doctor Strange, but I don't know, it felt different this time. It felt like Spider-Man was in control, rather than in other films, Iron Man was in control, or Doctor Strange was in control. Spidey's grown up, and now he is in control, and I think that's what felt so different. So guys, I just cannot gush enough about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Where do they go? Well, maybe MJ remembers or maybe she doesn't, but Peter obviously has the stigma of putting her in danger, and so after that post-credit scene, I think we could be introducing Spider-Gwen, and I think that Peter could date Spider-Gwen because he sees that she has the powers, and maybe he does that for a bit. That's where I think we're going. I'm so glad they didn't kill him. That scene was so emotional. I was hanging in the cinema, and I really thought we were going to lose him, and thank God we didn't. And even that was such a clever way to bring Marissa Tomei back to help Jean Grey, and, you know, that was a lovely, lovely surprise that didn't get spoiled. So, guys, Spider-Man Brand New Day, God, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I'm going to go see it so many times. I'm going to buy the DVD, I'm going to buy the Blu-ray. God, this film has left me on such a high. I need to see where I rank it. But, oh my God, what a film. Destin, thank you so much for bringing comic accurate Spidey back to us. Oh my God, I loved it. Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. For you, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.